My name is David Hook. I'm the Chief of Staff for the VA's National Artificial Intelligence Institute, which is under the Office of Research and Development. I was in the Army from 2001 to 2006, and I am helping Dr. Alterovitz build AI capacity and capabilities for the VA so that we can do new and exciting things for veterans and make government more efficient.
My name is Tim Strebel. I work at the Washington, D.C. VA. My job title is Associate Group Practice Manager. I served in the Army National Guard. I did a tour in Iraq with the Bravo Company 297 support out of Alaska, and I am also partnering with the National Artificial Intelligence Institute.
Shark Tank is a national competition put together by the Innovation Network, and they focus on finding the best practices across the VA, and they have to be practices that have actually been used. They're not just like ideas, right? They have to be successfully implemented practices with a measurable benefit to our veterans. And so, both years that we were in it, there were 500 and 600 teams respectively, and it comes down to 20 finalists that then present, and then leaders from across the VA, medical center directors, network directors, bid resources towards implementing these practices.
At the time, we both worked for prosthetic and sensory aid service. I was working out of Iowa City, and he was working out of Long Beach. And it's kind of funny because were both had the same goal in mind. We had this practice, the home oxygen bill. We both had done it. It's pretty much just taking what's on this stack of papers and entering it into the computer. We were both working on solutions to automate it because we both had the foresight that it could happen. And my boss was talking with David about it, and David was like, "Oh, really? This guy's doing the same thing we're trying to do." Him and I were able to meet and collaborate on this, and I was able to take a lot of his very useful ideas and apply them, and we had come up with this product, which is now used at over 90 VA facilities.
There was some stuff I'd done around macros, and I had some pieces of the puzzle, but Tim had figured out how to use the API to literally take control of Vista and do days of data entry in minutes. The seed of the first one led to, the next one as well.
Foresight is our practice name, and what it is it's an application that interfaces with the electronic health record, that it pulls in the information needed to compose and transmit eyeglass orders in big batches using computers and algorithms to get that done very efficiently.
We knew we had bottled lightning in that we knew that these practices were things that the front line hated having to do manually. They were a waste of time, they were prone to error, there were all these problems with doing it that way, but it just didn't seem like there was a better way. But I would say having senior leadership embrace something that you're working on always feels fantastic, right? You feel seen, you feel like, hey, what I'm doing makes a difference. But also having experimentation and trying new things embraced, I've never felt like there wasn't something I could propose and try if I thought it was going to make a difference. And that's incredibly powerful for me as a catalyst for doing new things and improving care for our veterans.